RMC men's volleyball was in Sherbrooke, Quebec this weekend. We talked to Captain Eric Hawn to tell us how the weekend in Sherbrooke went.
We traveled to Sherbrooke, Quebec to play the university team twice and stage jump team as well. We also practiced with both teams, which is an interesting experience for the guys that don't really speak French, because we practice mostly in French. But the games were good, learned a lot about ourselves. Different pace than we're used to. They play a really fast game, really oriented on defense. So we learned a lot from them, learned a lot about ourselves. The progression throughout the weekend was amazing. We lost the first game. Took a set off them, and then we beat the stage jump team decently handily, and then played the university team again. And the progression was huge throughout the weekend. Our middles were really strong, and passing was much better. Our outsides hit quite well, and gets me real stoked for the rest of the season, that's for sure.
Women's volleyball was in Hamilton this past weekend at the McMaster Invitational Volleyball Tournament. They defeated McMaster in 5 sets, but lost to York and Brock in 4. Then at home, they took on Moncton Aigle and lost in 4 sets. Captain Chelsey Litjens recaps us on the weekend.
Well, we went to McMaster Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we beat McMaster in our first game. We ended up losing the next 2. An unfortunate loss against Brock, and still a good game against York, but we fell short and lost again. But we ended up finishing 4th, so that's pretty good looking out on the next season. And then on Sunday we played Moncton. We ended up losing in 4 sets, and it wasn't our best game. It was a bit disappointing, but we're still hopeful for the upcoming season.
Men's soccer had a tough weekend, losing 4-0 to the Ryerson Rams and a controversial loss to the University of Toronto Varsity Blues in a 1-0 loss. The hockey team opened up on Saturday night against the Nipissing Lakers. Owner worked out the first goal of the season for the Paladins, but a very bad power play in the second period with 2 short-handed goals against was the TSN turning point. RMC Paladins TV talks with hockey captain Alex Pym about what happened on Saturday.
Yeah, it was our first home game. We came out really fine. The first period we were up by 1-0. I felt like we played really good that first period. Defense zone was pretty good. Offensive zone, we were creating a lot of chances, and Colin O'Rourke scored a big goal with a minute left there. We came in, we tried to maintain an even keel, and then we came out and got tied the game on us. And we let another one in after that, and it was, next thing we know, 3-1, and we sort of couldn't stop the bleeding. It comes down to our D zone, making sure we're picking up all the coverage in the D zone, and next thing you know, it's 6-1. We're out of the game, but definitely something that we came out hot. We can be in that game, we can win that game if we do the right things.
The rugby team went across town on Nixon Field against the Queen's Gales on Friday. The Gales show why they're a very good team and defeated the Paladins 67-5. We talked to head coach Sean McDonaugh about what happened.
The boys held their head high. We never stopped going forward 1 minute, both on attack and on defense. When you come against a pretty seasoned veteran class side like Queens, sometimes the score end up that way. They were certainly the better side of the day, but nothing to take away from our boys. They played pretty hard.
And finally, women's soccer had a 3-point weekend, defeating the Ryerson Rams 1-0 on Saturday and losing 3-1 to the University of Toronto Blues on Sunday. We talked to head coach Beaulieu about the great weekend.
Against Ryerson in the afternoon, it was a very good game. We started off very strong. And we found a goal in the opening 10 minutes. Michelle Hamilton came through again off of a nice strike from about 25 meters out. Really gave the goalkeeper no chance, but it was the play of her teammates around her that made the chance open up. But credit to Michelle, another great strike, her 6th goal of the year. And the team played very well defensively from there on out. Really limited what Ryerson was able to do. Our back four and goalkeeper Olivia did tremendously well to limit their options. And we had a few other opportunities, but we knew that if we just didn't give away a goal, that the 3 points would be ours.
Now on Sunday, the girls came out like gangbusters and took the early lead. What happened at the end of the game?
Yeah, we had a great start again. This time it was Jocelyn Coe finishing off a cross from Marie Muska. And yeah, there's about 13 minutes left, and we just made it a little bit too easy for Toronto in our own penalty area. And they capitalized on one of their big chances. Players played well though. They made it difficult for Toronto, and I think that they were disappointed to come out on the wrong end of that result. Can't fault the players though; their performances were great, and with the result that we had on Saturday, it keeps us in a playoff position for the time being.